is hard, waiting. I've waited in so many hospital waiting rooms so many times. It's gonna be okay. You know, when I think about it, I've waited in a hospital waiting room for my dad probably at least once a year since I was a kid, at least. They're not always overnight like this, but so many. In the end, he's always okay. So don't ever smoke. Just don't smoke. It's hardest when it's like, in your view, it was like preventable. You know? Maybe you don't know. A cough, a cold turns to emphysema, turns to pneumonia, turns to hospital, turns to do it all over again. And then it's like always weird stuff, you know? Like I'm not even surprised when I get the call anymore. I mean, I have not been surprised since I was like 10. But I'm sorry. It's probably new for you, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I've waited so much for him, but like this time, it's different. I'm sorry. I didn't even get to talk to him. It was just like a code blue. God, they've been working on it for so long. It wasn't even the cigarettes. But you're gonna be okay. Because it has to be okay. Right? I've been so angry at him. I've been so angry. So many hospitals. No one I know who's that healthy has been in the hospital as much as he has. I understand if you have like a thing, you know, of course, and like that was not his case. He just didn't take care of himself. I was always like, why couldn't he just take care of himself even for me? But I know you can't change people. And I'm really sorry. I'm like unloading on you. I'm so sorry. This one just feels different. But it's gonna be okay. It has to be. So what about you? Hey, our first monologue on my new self-tape wall, in my new office, in my new city. So, let's get into it. This monologue is a monologue that I wrote of a character named Billie who is in a hospital waiting room waiting for her dad after he had a cardiac event in the hospital. It was sudden. She ran to the hospital just like in the middle of the night. So this is probably the most autobiographical monologue I've ever done. I don't know if it's moving back to my hometown of Chicago and stirring up old memories and an old life and a life where I had my dad. But my dad did pass away from a cardiac event in a hospital, was a smoker, and I was in hospitals a lot as a child for complications, basically mostly related to his smoking and other things. You know, I'm not going to get into his medical history, but in my view, at least when I was young, and I was very young, and it continued through my adulthood, many times it felt like maybe it could have been preventable if he had just made different choices. And that's just one side of him. There is so many incredible things about my dad. One, my dad was a great actor. He loved theater. He loved acting. He loved arts. He was an incredible writer, like just a brilliant poet and speechwriter. He won national speech competitions. I mean, this was a brilliant, brilliant man. And then there's also these other, you know, people are complicated. And I loved my dad so, so much. And for so many years, I was so angry at him because I wished that he would have just taken care of himself a little bit more, because I worried something very bad would happen. And in the end, the cardiac event had everything to do with hardware that went wrong, because he had a replaced heart valve that needed to be replaced again, which was just something he was born with, and nothing to do with the smoking. So, you know, like, that's just life. And anyway, when I take this personal story, I try to reimagine it. Imagine that there's one other person in this room who looks quite lost, and I'm kind of like, I'm like a veteran at this. You know, so I'm gonna connect, see how they're doing, let them know it's gonna be okay. Like, I've done this 1,000 times, it's gonna be okay. I never did this in a hospital waiting room, but try to comfort. But of course, the power of this monologue is that I know deep down it's not like every other time. It has never been like this. And I don't know that it's gonna be okay. And as I'm connecting to this stranger in this hospital waiting room, trying to comfort them, it sort of starts pouring out of me and open up the door to say, hey, like, let's have this human moment. Because when things feel really chaotic and really out of your control, reaching for those human moments, so critical. Yeah, I don't know, going back to Chicago just made me think about this character and all these moments I had and this relationship I had with my dad, and how much we loved and admired each other, and how much because we were so alike, sometimes we frustrated each other, which is totally normal, you know. But I think he would think this monologue challenge was kind of cool. And I think he would be really happy that I'm back in my hometown near my family, the rest of my family. Very autobiographical. I don't typically write things that have very much to do with my own personal life, but this one just sort of happened. Thank you so much for following along. If you like this monologue, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to the 1000 Monologues, because we will keep exploring 1000 monologues together. Thanks.